this is Welsh ASMR 82. Hey, how you doing? So I've been doing a series of the groups, looking at all the teams, looking at all the players that I think will go to the World Cup in Qatar in this ASMR football series. We've done all the groups except for Group G and Group H, so those two I'm going to try and get through before the World Cup starts in a couple of days. I've had months. I'm just so disorganised. Okay, so this is a really exciting group, one that I've been waiting to talk about for some time. It's Group G, and it has Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland and Cameroon in it. So let's take a look at it. We will have a look at each team one by one, and I will give you my predictions for what I think will happen and how they will finish. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to comment with your opinions. Brazil. Okay, so the Brazilian national football team, obviously pretty awesome. Definitely one of the favourites. Okay, so current squad, and yeah, actually they have released the following 26 players were called up to the World Cup. Okay, so this is the official team. Unlike some of the other videos where we had to speculate, this looks like the final cut. Let me just check. The following 26 players were called up to the 2022 FIFA World Cup. Information correct as of the 27th of September after the match. No, okay, I probably want to... No. So maybe this isn't right. Okay, we'll see. I'm expecting this to be the final team. If it isn't, drop a comment, let me know. Okay, obviously, two of the three best goalkeepers, probably two of the top three, are going. How do you pick? Alisson and Ederson, and then Weverton is going well as well. Weverton playing for Palmeiras, had a really successful couple of seasons. It looks like Alisson is number one. Yeah, okay. 57 caps, and Ederson is second pick. Imagine being second pick, but like the second best goalkeeper in the world. I've often said this about Slovenia. They had two of the top 5 goalkeepers in the world for like 10 years. Imagine being the number 2 for a small nation like Slovenia, like the second best goalkeeper in the world, but the first best is also in your country. Okay, Danilo for Juve has made the cut. He's actually gone from his Real Madrid days. He was right back, but he's actually a centre back now. So yeah, Danilo is going. I'm going to be quite sort of frank and controversial. I don't really rate him. Maybe I just haven't seen enough of him, but yeah, I don't really think that highly of him, but obviously he's done well enough to get called up. Thiago Silva from Chelsea, captain. I know he's 38, but he could be 28, couldn't he? He's eternal, he's fantastic. Marquinhos for Paris Saint-Germain, who they play mostly as a defensive midfielder, so I'm not sure if he will play at centre-back or not. Alexandro, fantastic player, also Juventus. Not having the best of seasons either. Dani Alves is 39 and he's now playing in Mexico for UNAM. But he's going, I think, for his experience. He's a fantastic all-round player though, isn't he? And as I understand it, he often plays in a central midfield role as well nowadays. He certainly doesn't bomb down the right as he used to in his Barcelona days. Militao from Real Madrid probably will be first choice. Deleuze, who does he play for now? Sevilla, oh, okay. And Bremer, who had an injury scare for Juve the other day, but he's made the cut by the looks of it, by the skin of his teeth. Okay, Man United's Casemiro, the midfield general. Paquetá from West Ham. I haven't seen that much from this season, but I know that he is an outstanding talent. Fred from Man United. Fabinho from Liverpool, considered to be one of the best players in the world this season, so yeah. And then you've got Bruno Guimaraes, having a fantastic season with Newcastle, and Everton Ribeiro, who is Flamengo? One of the only home the Brazilian league-based players in the squad. Richarlison from Tottenham has made it fit by the looks of it in time. Neymar, obviously, of Paris Saint-Germain. Rafinha now of Barcelona. Their attack is insane. Look how many of them there are. Gavi Jesus of Arsenal having a magnificent season. Anthony of Man United. Vinny Jr. from Real Madrid. Also Rodrigo from Real Madrid. How many caps he got? Just 5. Pedro from Flamengo as well. No way, he's only got 2 caps. That is a disgrace. He is fantastic. And Gabriel Martinelli, also of Arsenal. Again, only 3. Oh, he's only 21. So, in brief, they have got an absolutely perfect team. When you think that quite a few of their defenders also play in defensive midfield, they've got so much ability to fill gaps, and their attacking talent is second to none. That is scary. So yeah, good luck everyone else. Okay, shall we take a look at the next team then, which is one of my dark horses for the tournament. Not saying to win it, but I think they're going to surprise a lot of people. This is Serbia. Let's have a look at their current squad, recent squads, previous squads, okay. So again, it says that this is the 26 players from the World Cup, so Rajkovic, Dmitrovic and Milinkovic-Savic. Milinkovic-Savic is, I believe, the brother. He plays for Torino, and the other 2 play in Spain. I don't think they're amazing in the goalkeeping department compared to some others. But you know, they're still really good. It's everywhere else they seem to have outstanding talent. So Milenkovic, Fiorentina, yeah. Mitrovic, he plays for Getafe. Strahinja Pavlovic, Red Bull Salzburg. Don't know much about him, but he's 21, so I assume he's a bit of a young talent. Then you've got Veljkovic of Werder Bremen, Mladenovic from Legia also, Sudan Babic from Almeria, and Erakovic from Red Star. Some surprising ones in there. I thought they'd have more experience, but Milenkovic in the middle is like having 2 players. He's that good. And Mladenovic is really good as well. He says he plays for Legia Warsaw now, but he's been playing in Italy, I believe, for a while. Okay, and then we look at these. Dusan Tadic of Ajax. He's the captain. He can play up front as well. The magnificent Filip Kostic dragging Juventus up the table in Italy. Nemanja Gudiel, Sevilla, very good, talented, excellent passer of the ball in midfield. Nemanja Maksimovic, defensive midfielder for Getafe, brilliant. Juricic for Sampdoria. Don't know much about him. Or do I? I can't think of what that is. Radjonic for Torino. Sergej Milinkovic-Savic. He's an absolute superstar. Lazio must be clinging on to him. They must have had so many offers. He is sensational. Lukic of Torino. Good player. Živkovic, now of PAOK. Tricky winger, very fast. Lazovic, also very fast, now playing for Verona. Grujic, fast, playing for Porto. Racic and Ilcic, Braga and Verona. And then up front. Oh gosh. If Wales had one striker, one of these 3, I'd be pretty confident. Mitrovic of Fulham. Luka Jovic, formerly of Real Madrid and Frankfurt, but now of Fiorentina. And Dusan Vlahovic, Juventus, but Man United are after him. They are all sensational, absolutely sensational. I think everyone needs to pay a lot of attention to that team. Do not underestimate them. One team that does not get enough recognition for their accomplishments are Switzerland. Okay, Jan Sommer, who has had an injury scare recently, so I hope he's okay. They're taking 4 goalkeepers, so maybe that suggests they're worried about him. Omlin, Kogel and Kuhn. Don't know any of them. They play for Montpellier, Borussia Dortmund and Salzburg, so good teams. Ricardo Rodriguez, left back, brilliant. Fabian Schär of Newcastle, excellent, safe hands. Akanji is playing for Man City now, yeah, from Dortmund. Elvedi, Mönchengladbach, Widmer and Kermit, I don't know, Mainz and Valencia, okay. The ever-young Sheridan Shaqiri, Granit Xhaka having the best domestic season of his life, as always performed at international level though. Remo Freuler for Nottingham Forest, Zakaria, who's moved to Chelsea, Gibril So for Frankfurt, Stefan for Lugano, so he's home-based, Fernandes for Mainz, Frey, Ball, Eberscher for Bologna, Yashari and Rieder for Luzern and Young Boys. So they've taken along 2 youngsters there. And then up front, Haris Seferovic for Galatasaray nowadays. Really good finisher up front. Braille Embolo, I have so much respect for this guy. He is very talented. Now playing for Monaco. He's moved around quite a lot. He used to play for Schalke. That's how I knew about him first. Played for Switzerland against Wales in the last European Championship. You can't stop him. He's strong. He's tall. He's fast. He's good in the air. Good on the floor. He's sensational. I cannot believe he's only 25. I think I've heard about him for about 10 years. How's that even possible? Yeah, he's magnificent. Ruben Vargas for Augsburg. Fastnacht and Okafor for Young Boys and Salzburg. They've got strength in every position, so again, they will be thinking they can qualify out of this group and get maybe to a quarterfinal, but then Serbia think the same thing, so this group is going to be fascinating. And then, with all of that conversation going on, we've got Cameroon. Cameroon are a really, really good squad. They have got a fantastic squad, playing all over Europe and, Middle East, Africa. And I think they're probably one of the strongest African nations in the competition this year. This group is really tough. I don't think it's tough enough to worry Brazil, who are exceptional this year, as usual, but I can see any of the other teams getting through and taking points off each other. It's going to be fascinating. So you've got Onana, who is with Inter nowadays, previously of Ajax, Epasi, Pando Etnbu, who's just been put in there to vex me, Club Abha from Saudi Arabia, Marseille. Okay, and then let's look at the rest. I watched Cameroon in the Cup of Nations, and they were unlucky not to reach the final. They didn't reach the final. No, it was Egypt against Senegal. They easily could have. They were better than Egypt, but Egypt was so defensive. If I remember correctly, that was the match. And they just couldn't break them down, but they looked like the better team. And they would have given Senegal a really good run for their money in the final. So, we've got in defence Nkulu of Aris in Greece, Collins Fai, I like him, Altai in Saudi Arabia, Tolo and Castelletto, Settle Sounders and Nantes, Mbezo and Ebos from Philadelphia Philly reached the final of the MLS Cup, and Udinese, and then Christopher Wu of Rennes. I've watched a lot of them this season. He's a really good player. Didn't realise he was Cameroonian. André Frank Zambo Anguissa is having a sensational season for league leaders Napoli, and he's been a massive part of that. Pierre Koundé and Sam Gouet for Olympiacos and Mechelen. Then you've got Martin Hongla and Gaël Ondua Oops. Verona and Hanover. You've got Ollie Ncham of Swansea. He's having an okay season. He started to pick up a bit. And Mbekele, who's from home-based Colombe Sportive. I absolutely love Vincent Aboubakar. Still for Al Ahly. Yeah, he's still playing for Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia. And if he wasn't good enough, because he's a sensational striker, he used to play for Porto, if you remember, in the Champions League. And Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting is in the form of his life. Genuinely one of the best strikers in Europe at the minute. Bayern Munich, having a wonderful season. So I've said recently, you need to look out for him. Then you've got Toko Ekambi, who's brilliant. He plays for Lyon. Christian Basogog, still in China, is he? Yes, he's playing for Shanghai Shenhua. Ngamaleu, he's playing for Dynamo Moscow. I don't know him. Jean-Pierre Nsam and Mbeumo. So Mbeumo for Brentford, and the other for Young Boys, Nsame. And then Nkudu, who's brilliant for Besiktas. And lastly, Marot for Cotton Sports, so 2 home-based players. So yeah, they have enough talent to prove anyone problems. So I'm going to be sort of bold and say Brazil first. I think Serbia will get second, but I'm honestly not ruling out either Switzerland or Cameroon getting second. And if Brazil are not careful, if they think they can just walk through this group, they can have a bit of a shock, but I don't see that happening. If I were the 2 sides that didn't go through in this group, I would be extremely disappointed, because all of them should feel like they can get out of the group. So good luck to all of them. I will be watching each game excitedly, and I bet you can't wait. And give me a couple of days, and then the final group H will be out, and just before the tournament starts, I'm going to be doing a final prediction once more, to update it from my previous one from 6 months ago. And I'm hoping to do absolutely tons of videos. I know lots of you have asked how many I'm going to do. Am I going to do one every day? I might try and give you all the updates from the tournament, which I'm recording this on Monday, so it starts on Sunday, so less than a week. Oh my god, so exciting. Okay, see you soon, guys.